So for this problem, it just wants to know what's the radius of the circle. So I could just look at this and tell the radius would be 1 unit because the distance from a point on the outside to the center is 1 unit. So I would just type in 1 and submit. Moving on to another example, what's the radius of the circle x squared plus y squared equals 25? Well, let's go over the equation of the circle again. Remember, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals the radius squared. Well, since all I need to know is the radius, I really need to only look at this very last part of the equation, the right side of the equation, because that would tell me what my radius is. I know 25 has to equal the radius squared. So if I know what r squared equals, I would just take the inverse, which would be the square root. The square root of 25 is 5, so my radius would have to be 5 units. Okay, next example. With this example, we want to know the diameter instead of the radius. So this time you're looking all the way across the circle. So start at one point and go all the way across that entire chord of the circle. So I know that that would be a total of 8 units all the way across. So my diameter would be 8. Okay, what's the diameter of the circle? X squared plus y minus 7/2 squared equals 144. So same thing as the previous equation we did with the equation. I only need to look at the very right part of the equation. So I know 144 has to equal radius squared. So I would then take the square root of each side. The square root of 144 is 12. So that's my radius. But it doesn't want radius, it wants diameter. So I know I could just double my radius to get diameter. So 12 times 2 would give me 24. So my total diameter would be 24 units. Okay, last example. Same thing, I need to look at the right side of the equation, and it wants to know what's the diameter. Don't freak out because it's a fraction. It's okay, we can do it. So I know once again that 225 over 4 equals the radius squared. So I would have to take the square root of each side once again. The square root of 225 is 15, and the square root of 4 is 2. So my radius would be 15 halves. If you want to convert that to a decimal, you can. It doesn't matter. Okay, so 7.5 is the same thing as 15 divided by 2. But I don't want radius, I need diameter. So I need to double that. Okay, so then 2 times 7.5 would give me 15 for my diameter. So this would be 15 units. All right, that's it for this lesson.